Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. I see my battery light flashing. How are you guys? I'm going to change my battery, but feel free to check on in while I do that. I meant to do that before we started and then totally spaced it, so hopefully it doesn't beep at me too loud. We'll see what we get here. Welcome, everybody, to the spring equinox reading. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's so loud and annoying. Okay, let's try this again. We go. Welcome everybody to Equinox reading and of course donation readings for those looking for some guidance today. I really need to adjust this. Okay. My autofocus off. There we go. Hopefully that'll go away soon. Maybe I need to adjust that real quick. Sorry, stand by. There we go. Now I think we're locked and loaded. I'm going to charge this battery and we will do a roll call to see who's here. Okay. Why is it still saying manual focus? Go away. There we go. Oh, Patty's Day. Manic yesterday, but so much fun. Yes, St. Patrick's Day. Amazing. All right, let's see who's all's here. We've got Hannah. We've got Amber. It was so nice to meet you face to face yesterday on Zoom, Amber. Such a lovely soul you are. Cheyenne's here. Michelle Lynn is here. Sama is here. Yay. Welcome, everybody. So good to see you all, to have you all here on this wonderful full moon day. Yes, today is the day of the full moon, which I already did a collective reading on the full moon, my very most recent live stream that was on Wednesday night. Woo Wednesday. Oh my goodness, I just had 7 people and 11 likes. I've been seeing 7-11 like crazy lately. So, oh, there we go, 7-11 again. Yes. Oh, it was so fun. I'm so glad you had fun yesterday. Oh, I forgot to push record. That'll help. That will help. There we go. So today is going to be a slightly shorter live stream just because my mom is already in town. I haven't seen her yet. She's at the Goodwill doing some thrift shopping. But when I'm done with my live stream, I'm going to call her and she's going to come on over. This is the weekend of my son Boston's 11th birthday party, and there's also a local gem show in town. I'm super, super excited for that. Because of COVID, we haven't had it the last 2 years. And yeah, the year of that COVID really struck, 2020, I was excited to go and they canceled it the week before because, you know, COVID lockdowns. So I'm so excited for that. Oh, you were born on a full moon. How cool, you guys. Hi, Amanda. I hope you're feeling the positive astrology today. I am. I did discuss in the full moon collective reading that we did on the live stream on Wednesday that I've just been feeling really spacey. It's hard to focus. It's hard to concentrate, even on the things I love and enjoy, like, you know, watching YouTube videos and pick a cards. Like, I can't focus. I don't know what it is. But every time I tune in and ask my guides, what's going on? They just keep saying the word recalibration, which I did not mention that word on Wednesday because I actually got that word yesterday in my bath meditation. Recalibration, recalibration, recalibration. And it's almost like, you know, my camera up here, when I had to, you know, get it to focus and everything, it took a second. It took a second to get everything lined out and ready. And okay, we're full power now. Okay, everything looks clear. Okay, now let's roll. Like, that's what's going on with our energy. And because this full moon is happening actually in the sign of Virgo, it is a lot about health and healing our physical, mental, emotional, and you know, spiritual bodies. We are doing a lot of healing, a lot of cleansing, a lot of clearing. But as per, I think it was last Friday, a week ago, Nellie, the wonderful Nellie, who comes here to the chat once in a while, had talked about this tarot deck. She had asked me which deck this was that I had used in my pick a card. I can't remember which one it was at this point. I've uploaded so many since. She wondered, you know, what was this one? Because it reminded her a lot of the Pacific Northwest Tarot. And I'm like, I haven't heard of that. And I went and looked it up and I was just blown away by the beautiful artwork and just meticulous attention to detail in these cards here. Maybe our intuition's important. It came out. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. But I just saw this and I knew I had to have it. And I normally don't spend more than like $20 on the tarot deck. And this one was like closer to 50 and over $60 with shipping and everything. But I just had to have it. I consider it an early birthday present to myself, or, you know, the Christmas money I did not spend this year is going to go to this. So I was super excited to get this. And this is going to be what we're going to be using not only for today's Equinox reading, but other readings today. And also I'm going to be filming the April Pick a Card reading on Sunday with this deck. And I cannot wait. I'm super excited. And this is called the Pacific Northwest Tarot. And it's by Brendan Marnell or Marnell. I'm not sure how you exactly pronounce that, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So stunning. We've got the book here. Beautiful. And this is the Lover's card, if I remember right. I have not looked at all of these, but I did see them all online. But I just wanted to kind of do a quick flip through, and then we're going to get into our messages. But I love that it's kind of a matte black gilding or finish here on the sides or edges. And the backs look like this, just so stunning, just very clean and beautiful. So we've got the Fool. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we'll just kind of go through probably the major arcana and a couple of the minors just to see. But I mean, I love the color. I love the artwork. It's very paint by numbers looking, because from far away it looks like a painting, and then closer up it looks more like clusters of color, which I love. I think that's so cool. It reminds me of like Adobe Illustrator. Back in the day. I love this Hierophant card. There's the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, how beautiful, Justice, the Hanged One, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, ooh, the Star, how beautiful, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World. Then we're into the minors. So yeah, the Ace of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful. We love it. We love it. Ooh, isn't that a pretty Two of Cups? Ooh, I love that. The colors are just on point for me. I love these colors. Oh, so stunning. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I cannot wait to use this today. Oh, so sad. Three of Swords, a dead birdie. He's so pretty. Oh, I love this. And I was born and raised between Idaho and Montana. Born in Idaho. My mom's a like 5th or 6th generation Montanan. So I consider myself a Montanan, but I was born in Idaho and lived a few years in Idaho and then a few years in Washington. So I'm a Pacific Northwestern, and I live on the more western side of Montana. So I love me the Pacific Northwest. It's one of my favorite places to be and to travel and to just immerse myself in, and I love it. So I thought this deck would just be fitting for my personality. Oh, it shuffles like a dream. Of course, I haven't shuffled it yet, as you know, because they were still in order. But we're going to shuffle it a few times just to clear the energy and get everything going. I love that you guys are having awesome astrological conversations. I love astrology so much. It's so pretty. Yes. And to prevent that bowing from happening from the decks, haha, bowing, Pacific Northwest joke. I like to shuffle it then backwards as well. So I'm going to be doing the ripple shuffle. That way it prevents it from bowing one way or another. Usually, not always, but we try. We're doing a little bit of that. Yeah, we're keeping it pretty even. I like it. Okay. So let's get into the spring equinox reading for all of us. Yes, Nelly! Here's the deck, the Pacific Northwest. I just gave you a little shout out, letting everyone know that you suggested this amazing deck to me. I had to order it. I ordered it that day right after the live stream. So it's here for today. What a perfect deck for springtime. I love it. I'm just obsessed. So thank you for that suggestion, Nelly. I could not have done it without you. All right. We're doing our spring equinox reading. Anything all of us need to know right now? This new beginning, fresh energy. We've got the Two of Wands, which I love to see. This is such a card. He's made his plans. He's about to take action or take flight on those plans. So some of you may have spent a lot of the winter trying to figure out what your next steps are, what your plans are for the spring, summer, maybe even the rest of the year, because the energy is shifting pretty majorly on this planet. I can feel it. I'm sure you can feel it. Yes, absolutely, because we have the death card. There's a death and rebirth cycle. At the end of one cycle comes the beginning of something new, and that's what we are closing out currently and about to move into. But look here, the possibilities for us are endless. We don't have to stick to just one thing or the thing we've always done or the thing we, think other people expect us to do. This is a card of hope. This is a card of options. This is a card of optimism. It can sometimes be a little bit confusing. You can see here, maybe, possibly, hopefully, that the water is kind of rippled, so it's not a clear image. So some of you may be slightly confused on exactly how you're getting where you're going. But what you're going to be doing is between now, and it's 11:11 on my clock. What an omen, what a sign for spiritual awakening. Awakening more to your true spirit, to your true gifts on this planet, and bringing them forward to embody them. Because we have the Four of Swords here, this to me feels like where we've been and what we're starting to come out of, or what it is we quite might need to fully get that clarity that we seek. Because the Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, that heartbreak, that grief, that sadness, that desperation, and quite possibly depression that many of you have been feeling over these winter months or summer months if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. But we're coming out of this cycle and we're doing the healing, we're doing the rest, we're doing the self-care to get the clarity we need for this new beginning so we can take flight on our dreams. Yes, and exactly. This is where some of us might still be in this hermit energy, and how fitting for the Virgo full moon. The hermit rules the sign of Virgo, or the hermit does not rule the sign of Virgo. The sign of Virgo rules the hermit card, or represents the hermit card. Actually, I turn this down so we can see more true to color what these look like. Oh, that's so much better. Mood lighting. My camera's moving. It's on the move. Oh, I just love this deck so much. We're going to be using this one today, and I love it. But what else do we need to know? Yeah, this is doing the healing. This is going within, introspecting, connecting to our soul, connecting to our spirit. All right. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. So hard work is going to be paying off very shortly for some of us that have really been doing the healing, really been doing the work. If you've already kind of been out of this cycle of death and rebirth and feel like things are already looking up for you, just keep going because your hard work is paying off too. But I think the majority of us have been felt a little stifled or a little stuck or just a little like things really weren't moving forward. But look at this, Six of Cups. Some of us have to face some stuff from the past before we really can move forward. But this is really seeing the past in a new light. And I know there's an exercise that you can do to take yourself back to your darkest moments in childhood or just in the past and rephrase them from a place of power, or reprogram that beautiful little child that endured trauma or wounds or guilt or baggage from their parents or from society, and rephrase it from a place of power and knowledge that you have at this current moment, and empower that inner child to move through all of the trauma and tragedy you went through in the past from the point of view you have now, and re-examine those memories from a place of empowerment. It is so empowering because you really can change the future by looking back at the past in a very different way. And then we have here the the Ten of Wands. Yeah, many of you have been very overburdened, and especially those of you who've been on a healing journey. You may have hit what you would maybe consider plateaus in your healing journey, wondering, I don't even know where to go from here, but I've just been doing so much healing work that I feel like the rest of my life I'm just going to be healing and doing the work and being sad and never moving forward. Those of you who have felt like that, please don't get discouraged, because we are moving through this. We are moving forward. All right, what else do we need to know? Yes, we are moving forward because we have this new beginning. After that death and rebirth becomes the rebirth. Yes. This is that beautiful new beginning many of us have been desperately ready and waiting for. And we can plant this. We can make anything happen with this. It's just a matter of knowing, getting clarity on our path ahead, and then knowing what direction to go. That's going to be the ticket out of all of this heavier energy many of us have been in and been through. Because look, the Fool. Yes, new beginning. How perfect, how fitting for this wonderful, wonderful spring equinox or autumn equinox, depending where you're at in the world. But I'm just feeling the fresh springtime vibes where I'm at, and am honestly just so excited and here for it. I love it. I always felt like having the turn of the new year in the middle of winter or right after the solar winter solstice, that's the word I'm looking for, felt very wrong to me. To me, the beginning of my year is always around, the end of March, like, or the mid, like, spring equinox to me feels like the fresh beginning, the new year, the spring cleaning, starting over or starting fresh on something, being excited. That's always to me felt more like a new year vibe where I do want to set some new resolutions and do all these things rather than, doing things like at the dead of winter. I'm usually comfy cozy and trying to do some healing in the winter. It's so funny. I have this, like, I don't know what you want to call it, a plate or something over on my shelf over here that is just really like vibing with this setup. Let me just show you guys real quick. I keep looking at it. It just goes with this so well. Does it not? I love it. Yeah, it's just an old Montana, I don't know, plate thingy. I think you're meant to put it on your wall or like on the shelf, how I have it. But yeah, I love it. It just looks like it goes with this, doesn't it? All right, let's get a couple of drinks of water real quick, and then we'll get a couple oracle cards, and then we're going to move into our donations, which you already have 2. We have Michelle Lynn, and then Gitaleka Ray. Welcome back, Gitaleka. Okay, so what oracle deck? Because we do have all this new fresh energy, I'm really called to these kind of ocean waves here. So let's try this. In Indian local culture calendar, New Year starts around April. See, I totally vibe with that. And I'm an April baby myself. My birthday's in April. So to me, it already does feel like a new beginning because my birthday's in April. So it is a fresh start for me. I always see it that way. All right, we have freedom. Freedom. I love this. And does this not go with this kind of artwork? I love that. And blessings. Look. Very sunflower vibes. The sunflower has been following my readings around like crazy. So those of you who've been to some of my recent pick a cards, this sunflower like symbolism might be following you around as well. But yeah, there's freedom at hand, blessings abound. This feels so good in spring and fresh to me. I mean, how beautiful is this spring image here with this wonderful little, I guess, canary? Is this a canary? I just want to get one more, and then we'll get a couple self-care oracles as well. All right, this top one wants to come out. And then fulfillment. This is a very summertime going into autumn kind of 9 of Pentacles card, in my opinion. I love this. But yeah, you're finding more inner fulfillment through this freedom of the old cycles dying away, the new beginnings coming in to bring you blessings and fulfillment and a sense of freedom. I love this so much. I love that. Okay, let's get a couple of self-care messages for all of us watching right now or on the replay for the spring equinox energies. We have risk. Take a chance. Every risk is a success when you're committed to learning and growth. Absolutely. Let's get one more. Not all of these self-care cards are like a self-care vibe, but we also have truth. So truth is different at different levels of consciousness, reserve, judgment. And I was listening to this thing by Carolyn Miss yesterday. I don't know. I might, if I remember, I'm busy today. I don't know. But there's this thing. Let me just look it up now. She was talking about how we only have so much like currency or, say dollar amount, $100 per day to spend on, energetically speaking, to spend on the things that we do. And she said, sitting around judging people, if you're spending $105 of your $100 judging people, you're spending that quality, beautiful energy wasted. I mean, judging people is such a waste. Judging yourself even is such a waste. Yes, judging yourself far enough to realize you're doing something that you could be doing better at, and then moving on, not continuing to beat yourself up for the same old every day, day in, day out. But let me see if I can find that. I'm going to go to my history. Okay. Yeah. So it's spirituality. I didn't quite finish it. I'm an hour and 7 minutes into a 1 hour and 17-minute video, but it's by the Video Lover Alternate, and it's just called Why People Don't Heal and How They Can, featuring Caroline Miss, I should say, PhD. So I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, that is just so mind-blowing and eye-opening about how a lot of us do use our past as kind of a crutch or an excuse. I mean, obviously we go through some hard things, but we can't let that be our identity. And she really dives into that with that video, and I thought it was beautiful. All right, so I think, yeah, definitely your yellow canary. I think so. All right, so I think we're going to go and put these away. Michelle Lynn, go ahead and post your question. I'm going to update the donation list once I get these all put away. And we will go up to 7 spots, or whenever we run out of donations, whichever comes first. Okay. But I'm just so excited I get to use this deck today. Ooh, look at that pretty bird. I've seen those, but I don't know the name of them. Oh, so pretty. Oh, thank you so much, Getaleka. It's so good to have you here. All right. Get a nice shuffle here and there. And we'll dive into Michelle's question, which she's got posted. Okay. Oh, you finally got the 4 agreements and you're loving it. Thank you for recommending. Absolutely. Yes. It's such a game changer book. And it's like the more times I've read it, it just, there's deeper insights to be gained and deeper truths that just come forward. It's like reading it once is completely mind-blowing and like eye-opening and game-changing. But then after I read it the second time, I think I got even more benefit. But you probably want to give yourself about 6 months, maybe a little more between readings, so those principles can really soak in. And then when you do read it again, you just get deeper insight. I don't know. But he's got plenty of books to keep you company. I've got at least 5 or 6 of his books. And his son, I can't remember his name, Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. And then he's got, I think 2 of his sons are actually writers. I'm trying to scan my bookshelf. It's down here. But there's a lot of different books on the Toltec wisdom, Toltec teachings that the 3 of them go on and talk about or write, discuss. The vibrant colors portray the festive color of the the holy holly in India. It's today. Oh, that's so cool. That is amazing, Amber. Thanks for letting us know that. So cool. Okay. So for Michelle Lynn, I'm gonna actually first get my list here. So it's very short, but if anyone wanted a reading today, you can always send a donation. Okay, so we have Get to Like a Ray on deck right after Michelle Lynn. So let's dive right in. Hey, that rhymed. Okay, Michelle Lynn. She wants a general for the spring season, please. What can she expect? And she's got a little sunflower emoji out there, hoping for that Ace of Pentacles, that new beginning energy, at least in this deck, huh? All right, here we go for Michelle Lynn. Ooh, I got chills on my crown. There's some good stuff coming in. Okay, this came out in our collective reading as well. So you have a lot of options. A lot of new timelines are available to you. It's just you deciding or choosing what way you're going. And you're going to be in charge of how and where you go from here. How you get there, why you're going, who you're going with. And then we have the 4 of Cups. I just had to make sure there was only 1 card there. So right now, I think currently you still might feel a little stuck, a little kind of blah, a little bored with life. But I think this is shifting and changing because with the 7 of Cups, this is new stuff coming in. But with all this Cups energy, this is very emotion driven. So using your emotions, not trying to push them away, but using your emotions to kind of act as like a gauge to where you're going or where you've been or where you're at currently to really help you, if you're feeling really sad or angry or even happy, use those emotions as a gauge to either what needs worked on or what direction you should be going in. Can really benefit and help because I think you got this Empress a couple readings back, maybe the last reading, I can't quite remember. But Spirit's like nodding at me, like confirming you have had this Empress with me in at least one of your last or most recent readings. And this is such a beautiful card of abundance, fertility, and springtime as well. And wow, 10 of Cups. So there's some emotional fulfillment coming in, specifically with your connections with people in your life, friends, family, co-workers, yourself. I'm seeing this as self-love, getting dolled up just for you. This isn't to impress anyone else. This is you just wanting to feel good and express how excited and happy you are like I'm getting really excited right now, Michelle. So there the chills. Why do I have chills right now? It feels so good. Like this is the new beginning you've been waiting for. I have such chills on my crown. I just want to itch my hair. This is exciting though. Okay, what else does she need to know about this exciting new energy coming in? Okay, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is going to be you balancing between where you've been and where you're going. And deciding to take flight in a new direction is going to be your best bet. So something new. There's something new. This might be, the result of one of the resumes you put in or something like that coming through. Yes, there's wish fulfillment. And this is like low-key, just exactly like the High Priestess card in this Spacious Tarot deck, if I could find it. I probably would never. Oh, yeah, I did. I did find it. Look, very similar, is it not? Same, like very similar. And they even have the pearl, or in this case, the moon, inside the shell. So to me, this is letting you know you are using your intuition, your higher spiritual gifts, to make your wishes come true, to really tune into what is meant for you, what it is you're manifesting. This is an expert manifester right here. So you might even want to write down like all your most wildest dreams and wishes, because at least having them down on paper gives you kind of a solid point to know where to start from. Even if you don't know quite how to get there, at least knowing what you want is a start. It'll really help cut through some of this confusion here and really help solidify some higher timelines for you to jump. And something I've been suggesting to a lot of people that come to me for private readings, or even just on live streams, I think I've mentioned it a time or two now, about the quantum jumping meditation. And again, I still need to, Michelle, I apologize. Your email is still in my inbox. And then anytime I get new emails, it just keeps pushing it down. I am meaning to go through my inbox from especially those older messages when I was ill and stuff. And I will get back to you. But if you email me again for the link for that quantum jump meditation, and again, I need to probably maybe put that in the description box of this video, because it's something I've been talking about a lot, and I'm seeing it actually work. It's working in my life, and I can't recommend it enough. And this is you envisioning or embodying, feeling, especially with you've got all this cup energy of emotion, feeling into the life that you want, not the life you have, but the life you want, and pretending and acting as if it's already happened. And then in the meditation, you open the door and literally jump into. And it's not in the meditation, but this is how I see it. It's like I see myself in front of me with my back turned, and I just go kind of in Ghost, how, they jump into the body, the movie Ghost. I kind of envision myself jumping into the body of that, that other timeline version of me, living the life, living the dream, living the life that I want. But yeah, Queen of Cups, this is you feeling. And it's funny because this is kind of lower octave of that High Priestess energy that we just were talking about from this other deck over here. But you just really feeling and tuning in. And you've got the Empress here as well. There's beautiful divine feminine energy, which isn't about that action and forcefulness and going ahead. This is the planning, the receiving, and the lining up of timelines, so that when the time is right, you can take that more masculine driven energy and approach your life that way. But there's a lot of divine feminine going on here. So really immersing yourself in those more divine feminine aspects or qualities of yourself is what's going to be the golden ticket. Of course, taking action here and there, you can't quite get the job unless you put out the resume and stuff like this. So taking those steps or actions that'll put you in alignment with these different timelines is going to be key for you. But yes, trust. I love this. I love these decks together. I'm already shaping out the April reading with the decks I'm going to use just doing this live stream today. I cannot wait. And my April reading's a little late this year, this month actually. I tend to have them out around the 14th, 15th, or 16th, depending what date my video would drop in that timeline, just to give people at least 2.5 weeks advance notice on the month ahead, but I'm a little behind because I did those 3 giveaway videos. So, oh yeah, speaking of giveaway videos, those of you who are here, if you missed on my main channel, the most recent 3 videos, all 3 videos are active and live for giveaway currently. So you can enter 3 different times, one on each video by answering a specific question for each video. That's all you need to do is be subscribed and answer the question, and you've got a golden ticket to possibly win yourself a 10-minute reading. Let's get one more from Michelle. But yes, just trusting, and of course taking action in the direction of what spirit is conveying or what your intuition is telling you to do. And then we have abundance. So Empress much? Absolutely. And this looks kind of similar to the thumbnail picture I used for today's spring equinox. It's very funny, very interesting. But yeah, and then on the back of the deck, there's truth. So you are learning the truth about yourself, about the world, about the fact that abundance can come easier than you've been allowing it. But again, we need to trust our intuition to get us where we need to go. All right, Michelle, I hope that resonated. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting, fresh energy available to you should you choose to accept it. I'm excited for you. Okay, get to Leka Ray. It is your turn, my dear. So let me just double check. And my kids are home. I didn't mention that earlier. They have parent-teacher conferences this week, which my kids have already had their conference, but they are home on Friday. They don't have the day today, and they had to come home early from school yesterday too. So they've been home. I was wondering how this live stream would go with them, just kind of left to their own devices, but they're doing pretty good, I think. I heard one of them laughing. They're having fun, so yay. All right, so Get to Leka wants to know, and this is our very last donation that I have currently, so if you would like a reading before I sign out today, you can always send your donation. Otherwise, I'll check you next time. But let's get into Get to Leka's question. Get to Leka Ray, please, Spirit. What is coming up this lunar cycle, and have I made progress in my spiritual journey? Get to Leka Ray. Beautiful. Okay, we have here the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, and I actually love to see this combination together. This is such a powerful combination. It feels like anything that is falling away from your life, Get to Leka, is you detonating the Tower, or you being the one to decide, I'm moving on from this energy, I'm doing something different. You're the one either closing out a cycle or starting a new cycle. Usually they go hand in hand. Oops, there's my recording. Let me get that back. There we go. So you're closing out one cycle, which is very interesting because, you know, like you say, this new lunar cycle, and you are at the precipice of a new cycle, but it's coming after you release something. To me, this could even be like habits that you know you need to do certain things a little differently in your life, releasing bad habits, replacing them with good habits, something like this. But there is a whole new timeline available. And yeah, some of this could even be stuff from the very distant past, or maybe even your childhood, closing out maybe even something surrounding emotional fulfillment or contentment, where maybe something in the past didn't work out. And instead of continuing to, you know, ruminate about the fact that it didn't work out, this is you saying, well, that didn't work out because it wasn't meant for me. And then taking in a more empowered approach to come at it from a more emotionally fulfilled standpoint. Because look, you've got the 6 of Wands, which is victory. There's victory coming in right under this Tower as you release these limiting beliefs or bad habits, or maybe even toxic people from your life. It could look maybe even all 3 of those things. You're just releasing energy that's no longer serving you, Get to Leka, and it's going to lead you to victory. And this is usually after maybe a couple of years cycle. So maybe some stress, depression. Maybe this to me does feel like it could have to do with your work, your job, you know, just really feeling, you know, taken advantage of or stressed out. But then we've got that High Priestess energy coming in as well. So this is you utilizing your more spiritual abilities to overcome anything, any obstacles, any limiting beliefs, any challenges, any bad habits, whatever it is you're looking to close out, to empower you to move into this beautiful new cycle that is available to you. This is you embodying more of your just beautiful spiritual soul, bringing your spiritual gifts. You might even be having a lot of intense dreams lately with very vivid colors. And the colors that are going on in your dreams, to me, feel very important. So especially if it's like the color, yellow, or I don't know why the color yellow came up. There's really not, I mean, I guess this is yellow, but the color yellow seems to be standing out, or maybe even wearing yellow. Is it going to be a very big power color for you during this next lunar cycle? But yeah, you have made progress, and you're going to continue to make progress through this next lunar cycle. And then Three of Wands. Yeah, you might be traveling, going on some vacation trip, just going and doing something that's kind of outside of your normal routine. And if you don't have anything planned now, maybe planning something to kind of get you out of this normal routine can really kickstart this new cycle coming in for you. Let's see. I do want to get two more. What else does Getuleka need to know about this next lunar cycle? Anything about her spiritual progress? Yes. You're feeling through those emotions, really feeling from that thing where maybe emotionally we're focused on what didn't work out. Oh, you're really wearing a yellow top right now. I love that. Yes, you're in your power color as we speak. That's so beautiful. But this to me feels like a breath of fresh air with your emotional fulfillment, leaving behind those toxic emotions, or, it's not like we're pushing them away. You're facing them, you're feeling them, to heal them, to deal with them, to release them. Because there's a whole new cycle coming in for you with love, self-love, love in the connections that you already have in your life, and maybe even new soulmate connections coming in as like soul sisters, soul brothers, soul family, possibly even a significant other. Although I don't think it's going on during this lunar cycle, but it is as you really just really support yourself in your own spiritual journey that I see that possibly coming in. Yes, but there is that new beginning right there, that Fool energy, taking the risk, deciding to take flight. You've got two of these cards with birds in flight. This is not the bird, or, like this cat here looking down off the edge thinking, do I take that leap of faith? Yes, you took the leap, and even if you leapt over the water and you didn't find your wings on the way down, it's like the otter. The otter loves swimming. So you jumped into the water and you're swimming and you're making your way toward what is meant for you. I actually want to use this deck again because they pair so beautifully together. Let's just see what comes out for Getuleka, this next lunar cycle, and of course her spiritual gifts, spiritual journey, progression, fulfillment. This came out in the collective spring reading that we did at the beginning. So yeah, there's something closing out where you're getting the benefit. Could be some sort of promotion, or a raise, or just a thank you for a job well done for something that you have done in the past. This to me feels very Nine of Pentacles energy as well. Just that hard work paying off and feeling like you did a great thing. You did a great job. But then we have the potential card here. Yeah, this lunar cycle, next lunar cycle is kicking off for you to have potential, or to tap more into your spiritual potential, but having potential to really raise your stakes, your standards in life, especially where your emotions are concerned. You're done like spending time with specific people that make you feel drained after you hang out with them, or they're always negative or something like that. You're just looking for potential new friends or people at work even that you can hang out with that aren't going to drain your energy so much as some of the people that you've been hanging around. Or maybe it's not even so much the people, but the stresses they've got going on, or the stresses they've been under. And you as an empath, you're kind of taking on some of that baggage for them. Then we have pleasure. So like I said, get out there, do something fun, maybe go on a vacation, or, even if you're not traveling far, just do something out of your normal comfort zone, or just something out of your normal daily routine, because this will shake up and bring in this beautiful new energy that is just waiting for you to take advantage of it. Oh, you're actually facing your fears in a career right now. Extremely complicated project, insane timing, requires high skills and fast delivery. Wow, let's just get a real quick message about that specifically for you. Let's feel into that. Stuff with the career, that's complicated project, insane timing, and requires high skills and fast delivery. What does she need to know about this? Yeah, you're taking on that leadership role. You're going to do what needs to be done. Of course, taking care of yourself, not stressing yourself out too much, because your health is more important than this completion of this project. But let's just get one more clarifier on this for you. Yeah, wisdom. Using your wisdom to work smarter, not harder. That's what I'm hearing. Working smarter, not harder. Even if it looks like you're putting in extra hours and um, really having to focus and figure this out, you're going to have the ability to get through this. You're going to be able to do it, and I have a feeling you're going to be doing it in the time that you need it in. So let's just get one more forget to let on this subject. And embracing. Yeah, you're embracing this role of leadership. And you're going to prove to not only others, but yourself that you can do these difficult things and in a timely fashion. Even if right now you're still thinking, I don't know how this is even going to happen. I don't know how this is going to work or play out. You're going to figure it out. So, calling on your spirit to help you through this. You might even find along the way that you're having fun, or bring more fun, more pleasure into the task at hand. But also making sure you're getting enough rest, recuperation, rejuvenation, and checking in with your more spiritual side can really help counterbalance all the stress and hard work that you've got going on in your career right now. So I hope that resonated for you, Get-to-Leka. And thanks again. It's so good to see you again. It's been a minute. But that's all the donations that I have. So I'm going to put these away and see if anyone else wanted to donate before we check on out of here today. But if you missed the beginning of this live stream, I did do a spring equinox collective reading, or autumn equinox for those in the southern hemisphere. I just labeled it spring because it's spring for me. So I'm feeling the spring excitement of something new, fresh, and exciting coming in. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to call my mom and let her know she's got the green light go to come over and hang out now. And I will see you guys. When will I see you guys next? For sure on Wednesday. I'll be back here Wednesday. And I do have the April reading coming out either Monday or Tuesday on my main channel. Of course, if you want to enter the giveaway or just see what I've been up to over on my main channel, I've been uploading more regularly over there. So check the link for the very first thing linked in the description below if you want to check that out. I think most of you guys already know about my main channel, but if you don't know, there it is. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead, and bless all of you. All right, you guys. Bye. You're so welcome, Get-to-Leka.